Great reading. So this one I'm going to start with is it's a poem I wrote to introduce my next book that's coming out called Collapsible Horizon. And this tells people how to read the book.
Do you want that to be taller?
How does it sound?
Good.
It's actually okay.
All right. It's called Instructions. While you read this, wash your clothes of your body. Wash your body of your clothes. Read naked. As you take off your wig, place it carefully on the nearest animal. And as you take off your lungs, don't place them in an ashtray. Speak when spoken to, and I'm talking to you. Laugh uncontrollably before you even get started. And spit up on your own shoulder, patting your background. No one hears your soul shadows walking down the hall, walking down hallucinations. Take your temperature and be as utilitarian as you can while you do so, yet smile from beneath the curtains on the window over there, because you know really that gorillas and elephants and lions are the most beautiful things when they hug. They never shake thermometers. Are you in some remote corner of Africa, but downtime has made you forget, forcefully, flagellantly, who you really are? So you have to take your temperature to try to find out, and it never works. So you try on hats instead, and the red ones are really you, and the blue ones aren't. So you must have a bit of a fever in how you conduct your life, inside the closets, inside the spiders' abdomens, the grass blade tips when they have been left to grow wild and free and full to be what they really are when not measured by the depth of the mower is set. 1, 2, 3. In my books, I do have some in the back, and if you really do want to see me naked, you can look at my book. I've got some in there. This one is a different mood. It's called Drum Naked, and it starts with a quote from Colonel Bob Bowman. The Nuremberg principles say that we in the military have not only the right, but the duty to refuse an illegal order. Based on the above, I contend that should some civilian order you to initiate a nuclear attack on Iran, you are duty-bound to refuse that order. I would also suggest that you should consider whether the circumstances demand that you arrest whoever gave you the order as a war criminal. And Bob Bowman is many things, including he had a PhD in nuclear engineering and aeronautics, and decorated combat fighter, former head of President Ford and Carter's Star Wars program, etc. We pace. We are used to naked. We are used to being amber in the firelight, lit by flames, staring into them, going into nothing, 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 coming out the other side with visions answering the future, visions beyond nations, visions beyond corporations, visions beyond the mass illusions of our televisions, our politicians, religions. Instead of secrecy societies, we telepathically see, holding nothing back, indulging in radical honesty, a world made of consciousness vibrating between us. Plants, rocks, birds, water, air, truth. Truth, we say. We drum for truth, naked truth. We drum, drum, drum. Ta-dum, ta-dum, ta-dum. But a band, a bomb, plant a tree of infinity. We stalk. We crouch. But when we come to public view, we straighten, hold our heads high as we can, our drums strapped on, covering our privates. Sinewy, athletic drums, and so are we. We move our legs and see the muscles taut. We feel the power of the earth against our feet, bare against it. We wear nothing but our drums. The military base can sense us coming. A few soldiers stand and watch, gather more. No one knew. They smile, jerk their heads, call their friends to come and watch. The sound reminds them there is hope. We stand as one, 50 of us, naked, drumming louder, slowly, more precise, and stop. One of us moves forwards, takes off his drum. Ta-da! He says to them, "We want to tell you naked facts about the World Trade Center." The rest of us drum and stop. Several of the suicide hijackers are still alive. Ta-da! And one by one, we move aside our drums to show our naked bodies, strong in the sunshine, and we say a line. No steel building has ever fallen just like a controlled demolition if it wasn't a controlled demolition. Physics proves it was not a fire. Ta-da! The president's brother and cousin were in charge of security for the buildings. Ta-da! Bomb-sniffing dogs in the buildings were taken out of service the week of the attack. Ta-da! Lots of members of the Bush administration had said before, we need a new Pearl Harbor to justify the transformation of the military. Ta-da! We are calling for a different type of transformation of the military. Ba-ba-ba, 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 where truth is revealed to all, transparency and policy, including the real reasons we are at war. And we drum. We stand beside our drums, tall and proud. Ta-da! And the soldiers say, we know. We're not dumb. They're getting ready for another attack. A new excuse, another country to falsely blame. Ta-da! But we won't go. We're in the know. We're planning to fight for truth. Refuse another inside job. Stand down. Salute our military leaders who are coming forth to ask us all to look at what is happening, to see, to see, to see. That one, that was the first time that was published was in a journal. I was solicited by a journal from the United Nations. So that was one of the ones I sent them. And another one of the times it was sort of published was on Facebook. It has the honor of being one of the few things I've ever found in my life that Facebook refuses to let go on to Facebook. Like you can't put the URL in, you can't quote from it. You can put it up and then it will come right up. I mean, maybe there's some glitch I don't understand, but other people have tried it and they had the same experience. So this one woman, Artemis Azio, did a performance on Facebook, which was to take this and do it in reverse. And if she did it in reverse, it wouldn't allow it on. So she called it the backwards Bensko. And